Welcome and welcome back. Like I said, well, premise of my channel is I've never been this far. I'm looking for a key to free the baker and his wife and my alchemist. The blacksmith is dead. Amaya, she's dead. And so is the goat.
The goblins love stories, especially fairy tales, and they always wanted to hear more.
Well, I love stories too, Grandpa.
As do I. But the goblins were obsessed with them. They couldn't just enjoy their stories like you or me. They based their whole lives around them, collecting and hoarding everything they could from their treasured tales, even if it meant stealing.
I was gonna say, where's that one? They just walked right into the wall, walked right out of it. Fine. Fine game. Do 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 do. Is this the break in the pipe? Possibly. If it leads under. Yep, that's what I thought. Where I thought I was.
I need to be careful I don't get caught with this.
Never learned how to do that. Yep, Manny never taught me. So what is all this supposed to be? The porridge pipe? Hell with a key, I got bolt cutters. "'Tis I, your king, come to save the asses." Do-do-do. Ah, come on. Please don't tell me I can only free one person. Or one captive.
Oh, hello. Nice, rocky buddies. Come in. Share our delicious soup. Some for you and some for you. I'll call you Stony, and you Marbles. You can be Sandy.
You're scaring me.
I'm scaring myself.
I'm scared myself.
Guys!
The alarm. We better get a move on.
You guys go. My new friends will protect me.
Muriel, we don't have time for this.
Go. I'll be waiting right here for you. I want to make sure the other prisoners get fed.
After all these years, you still find ways to surprise
Get
me.
out of here!
So what the hell? Aw. Come on.
I was off to seek an audience with the Goblin King. If I could get my hands on his key, perhaps I could set the other prisoners free.
Did you have a particular reason for choosing the hobble pots?
It would take a miracle to get out of this one, and in the absence of miracles, tricks would have to suffice.
But Amaya could have wrecked all those rock bottoms.
You get in here and you fucking feed her.
Would you mind calling for a guard to carry her off to bed?
But, Grandfather, I'd like to hear more.
Which part did you like the best? The mischievous goblins? Or the interrupting boy who wanted to tell a different story?
Oh, I was enjoying the goblins. Absolutely, I was. I just wanted to show you that I could...
I think it's best to call it a night. The storm has calmed down, and so has she.
But, Grandfather,
Guard,
I just wanted to...
this is not a time for debating. Go to bed. We can continue in the morning.
As you wish. Good night.
Guard, wait. Sorry, I didn't mean to snap. These elixirs have my nerves on edge.
It's okay, Grandfather. And thank you. I do still have a lot to learn from your stories.
Sweet dreams, Guard. Sleep well.
That I can do with my eyes closed.
Ha! Now you're learning.
There. That's our ticket out.
No.
I'll go ahead. Stay back.
I wasn't sure if I could get him across, but he needed to believe I could.
Chaka, savior of the realm.
Go.
Go.
Right. Right. Forward. Left. Left. Forward. Left. Right. Right.
Did I? Ah, you son of a bitch. Yellow, then right.
Left. Right. Forward. Right. Forward.
No! God, fuck it, you idiot. Ah, fucking spamming the button. Dumbass.
Left. Right. Forward. Right. Left.
Now get the hell up here.
Left. Right. Right. Left. Right. Left. Forward.
Thank you.
Quick! In my cape! No time to explain.
Yeah, fuck. There it is. Now that fun's over. No idea what's... It's gotta be a toy or a puppet or something. Set next to a lamp. Yep. Jumbo boo boo.
Nightmares come in many forms. Once you realize what
Hi.
you're actually afraid of, you can start to deal with the fear.
Alright, I'll go away now.
It's just in my head. It's not gonna work. I'm not afraid of you.
I figured after that scream you'd be back. Let's pick up our story once again. I wasn't actually afraid of dragons. I was still struggling with the loss of a chakra. Now, my decisions meant the life or death of a kingdom. That's the true beast I needed to wrestle with.
Yes, I'm still paying attention. That would never...
I didn't need to wear his crown to be a great king. My old hat suited me just fine, and Daventry was ready for a new adventure.
Once, in a town just like the one you're imagining, there was a beautiful castle that stood high on a hill.
Yes, I'm here. I was just... Games are fucking weird. A story inside of a story
All
and a
were
story.
welcome here. Well, everyone except for the pests. The townspeople cried out to their king, "We must be rid of these rats! They're scaring our children and stealing our cheese. One even ate a baby." The town had become very unpleasant indeed. Every morning, gold coins clanged through the water well carrying wishes for a better town, but the rats remained. The king, in his finite wisdom, had also been casting wishes, for he desperately needed a plan. As wishes would have it, a wandering piper appeared at the castle gates. The piper offered to expel the rats from the kingdom if the town would overthrow their moronic liege. "Hear, hear," they cried out. "Our throne is but a seat for a hat rack. Rid us of these pests, and the throne is where you'll rest." The stranger pulled out a small flute and played a pleasing melody. The music summoned the rats out of hiding, and they danced on the head of the king. The king shrieked a high-pitched squeal, but the piper continued his song. The rats were led back to the wooded forest where they belonged. The piper returned to the castle to claim his reward, but his knock echoed throughout the halls, and no one let him in. He raised his pipe, and a new melody was played. He watched the drawbridge lower, and a mesmerized kingdom pranced to his side. With a few simple notes and a turn on the heel, the stranger...
Stop invite me, I am not your friend. Leave me alone, kid.
Deep, dark caverns below. The throne is now empty, and the well doesn't clang anymore.
Manny knew exactly what to write to incite the horde. He chose every word carefully, fully knowing how the goblins would react to his story. Oh, it was brilliant. They did all the dirty work, and he just sat back and watched. I thought I had bested him in the duel of wits, but the mind games were just beginning.
Do nightmares ever come true?
Of course, but real monsters are far easier to deal with than imaginary ones.
Ugh. Goblins ruin everything. Ugh. Goblins ruin everything.
Es ist alles Tode.
Distress! Help us, King!
Enough! They're only stories. Can't you just enjoy them for what they are? You've missed the point entirely. Is this how you want your story to be remembered?
Oh.
Wait. How about a new story? Once upon a time, there lived, let me see what I got here. Let me try that again. There lived, There lived a wise little goblin who loved adventures. Even in his young age, stories of the goblin's quests had spread around the land. Like the time he... outsmarted the quizzical griffin. In fact, his adventures were so legendary, the goblins decided to make him king. But the goblin adventurer was out of his element and overwhelmed with the work it took to run a successful kingdom. His friends offered their... strength. Let me try that again. Heart.
this one hit.
But it wasn't enough. He was afraid he would never live up to the king who came before. It got so bad that the goblin gave up. But when packing up his things to run away from the castle, the goblin found... He found... No, that can't be right. Wait a minute here. Let me try that again. No, that can't be right. His old adventurer cap. And the goblin realized that he wasn't just here to continue the previous legacy. He was here to create his own. One filled with... No, that can't be... Compassion. And the best group of friends you could ever ask for.
Ooh.
I shall call you King Nibbletooth the Third. Grandpa's gotta hear about this.
Told you he'd save us.
No, I told you he'd save us.
I think it was me, actually.
You know, I'm not even sure anymore.
All right, Mr. Fancy Cakes, a river barachi.
And that's my story. Some of the details might have changed over the years, and I certainly left out some parts I wasn't fond of. But I found it's best to enjoy stories for what they are, and not for what you hoped they would be. Ah, you've fallen asleep again, and I think it's time I do the same.
You looked like you could use a friend.